we can't stop them from coming, we will make sure that they're darn uncomfortable. Enough that they're uncomfortable to stay here. So there's one thing to have opinions, and there's another thing to have these opinions be policy statements. But they don't actually become policy statements. Everyone can have an opinion, right? So I can have a personal opinion and run for office, and I'm free to share that. But there's a check and balances, and so it's not like every opinion I have I'm going to put into policy. But now what we see is that that's exactly what's happening. When we were paying our bill and waiting for our party to all gather to leave, I picked up a booklet that they had on their waiting area. And the booklet basically had a picture of every staff member that was from a different country. And it had a story about why they came here, what's special about their country. And they would say things like, thanks to Israel for lending us so-and-so, you know? Thanks for Nigeria for lending us so-and-so. And this was a small town in New Zealand. And this is how they were dealing with diversity. They weren't afraid of it. When Charlottesville occurred, were any of you surprised? Right? Why is one person across the table assuming negative feelings or negative actions about to happen from the other person? And usually what it is because that person, fearing, has that negative intent themselves. So they say, you're going to come after me. You're going to come after me. You're going to take my job. You're going to make my kids speak your language. You're going to convert me. And for somehow, you are going to make me useless. I'm going to forget who I am. You're going to make me useless. And you're going to think I'm lesser than you. So the reasons why these thoughts come up is because you actually think that that's what you would have done if you were in power. Now that's preposterous, right? Well, let's look at history. Let's look at the Native Americans. Let's look at the Chinese and how we treated them. Let's look at the Nazis and what happened to the Jews. Let's look at Japanese internment camps that happened to U.S. citizens, right? Let's look at slavery. So there is a history of oppression. And oh my goodness, what would happen if all these brown, black people actually got the opportunity to be educated and successful? They're going to come after me. Because they're going to read history books. And they're going to realize what could happen when two races collide.